when a manager is engaged, meaning participating in the compliance and ethics program, talking about the compliance program, the willingness to report misconduct increases by 26%, according to Ethisphere's data. The faith in non-retaliation is at 43% improved, and the belief by employees that the organization's commitment to investigating and remediating is also at a 43% improvement. So I think that points to the fact that there's generally belief among all of you and in the corporate world that it does make a difference if managers are plugged in, engaged, and participating in the process.
Interaction leads to relationships, and relationships lead to trust, and trust leads to reporting, right? There has to be that level of engagement, that increased level of engagement by our leaders with our Gen Z population in order to get them to report.
I'm going to put my employee engagement hat on for a second. So there's stability in mobility. That's the new lingo for younger employees. They don't want to go to a company and stay there for 40 years. So the notion of hire to retire is gone. Pension plans are a thing of the past. These younger employees just don't care about, planning for that or having their employer tell them what they need to save. At the same time, so the notion there is they want different experiences. They want the opportunity to learn, to grow, to have different opportunities. And if you can achieve that within your company, then you can retain them. But otherwise, they're going to look to go elsewhere, and that loyalty may be lost. But the other thing that's really important that leads to retention, and I think we're all struggling with employee retention these days, is that manager relationship.
Last year, for the first time, we added manager effectiveness questions to our engagement survey. And so you get a score as a manager based on a few additional questions that were added. So I thought that was really interesting. And we do, we look at it. Even if we have an internal review of some concern of something, what was his score? What was her score? So anyway, I think that's interesting, and to add on
Imagine
to that,
incentivizing them based on those scores.
Yeah, absolutely. Communications and some training and guides around how to be approachable when people come to you with concerns. What we were seeing is that our helpline, we were getting a lot of concerns coming directly to our helpline. And of course, we want to drive numbers for the helpline, and they've really been moving up double digits every year over the last 3 years since I've been there. But then we started to ask ourselves, why are people not going to their managers? Because that's what we would, if you look at the Ethisphere data, I think that's what you would see is most people go to their managers first. Not happening. So either it was getting resolved on the spot with a manager, or people didn't feel comfortable going to their managers and they were going around them and going to the helpline.
You're all compliance and ethics professionals, that's why you're here. So it won't surprise you to hear any one of us say that what is so key is that you're not the only one in the company talking about compliance and ethics. It's natural for leadership to give that responsibility to you and expect you to send the message. But if you're the only one talking about it, there won't be the same kind of buy-in as if leadership is talking about it, as if managers are talking about it. So I hope one of the things you take away is that it is so critical that you give managers the tools to be able to talk about it themselves. If the employees of those managers believe that that manager believes it's important, they're much more likely to respond positively. They see that person every day. They might see you once a quarter, or they might see you on a video.
It's building relationships. And who are you going to tell things to? If you're concerned about something, you tell your spouse, you tell your family, your sister, your girlfriend, the people that you're closest to. And so we've taken out on that approach from a ethics and compliance team as well. So not only are we trying to build up the manager to help them build a better relationship with their team members, but our team is doing the same. So during Ethics and Compliance Week, we made it fun. We had games.
But it's the power of them standing in front of that team, reminding them that they are a resource. In my every new general manager of a store of Best Buy, that's the one thing I tell them. Please tell your team repeatedly, you are a resource. That's not a toolkit. That's not a tool. It is a simple one-line message that will help change the culture of your store by simply stating that. It seems so simple, but it is a powerful message that they need to hear from you.
Just say cross-pollination with other areas. You've got the ethics and compliance team is trying to get out its message. You've got HR, they want to get out their message. You've got quality or your safety team. Why not bring it all together? Create one unified message. Work with those other leaders and get together and give them one consolidated message for managers to deliver back to their teams.
Ethisphere is supplying us with all the data we need to inspire our leaders. And you started off by saying, if leaders are frequently talking or on occasion talking about ethics in front of their team, the dramatic increase in their willingness to report, their likelihood to believe that they're not going to be retaliated against, and the belief that if they do report, the company's going to do something. Sharing that data with the leaders, again, it's not a toolkit, it's just a simple, these are the facts, this is the data, and it speaks for itself.